Good evening, I'm Bob Gray, Activities Director at MnIAAA High School. And this evening I'll be recognized as the Paul Kruger Class A Activities Administrator of the Year. Growing up, we moved a lot until I was a third grader, so a variety of communities, but I always hung around with my brother and his friends who were 3 years older. And we played every sport known to mankind depending upon what season it was. We landed in Estherville, Iowa, where I spent 9 years of my high school and middle school career, and there, baseball, basketball, football, and track, because Iowa plays baseball in the summer, so you're able to be a four-sport athlete. I was one of those odd kids who liked math and did very well in the math classes, so our guidance counselor directed me to go to South Dakota State in Brookings, South Dakota. Once I got there, I really did not know what I wanted to do, so I went to all 4 years, got the BS in math. During that year of selling insurance and investments, I decided I really missed kids and I wanted to work with kids. So at that point, I decided to go back to school to get an education degree and became a math teacher. The first thing I did when I started teaching was start coaching. And it became an opportunity where the current athletic director was retiring and moving on to a different position, and I threw my name in the hat, and principal came down to my classroom one afternoon and interviewed me in about 4 seconds. The one question he asked is, "Do you want to do it?" And I said yes, and that was the end of the interview. There was one night I was supervising our basketball game, and next to our scorer's table we have a smaller table for the visitors to use that I'm not sure, it has a bolt that holds it together. And so I sat down on the bench there, and when I stood up, it tore the back of my pants, about a foot tear in the back of my pants. We're right in the middle of the game, I can't really go home, so I went up to the office and found some duct tape and duct taped the inside of the tear so I could make it through the rest of the evening and then obviously discard those pants afterwards. So that story continues later. I was on the Minnesota State High School League Board of Directors, and as you at your last meeting, they always have a person talk about you and kind of thank you and so on. The gentleman that ended up talking about me was from the same community, and as my going away gift, he gave me a variety of colors of duct tape to match any color of pants you might wear. The thing I would tell to anyone that's looking at this career, first of all, do it. You'll never regret it, and get involved. By getting involved in the high school league, the AD association, your conference, your section, I have met so many people and made so many friends that I would have never ever run into. And I have learned so much from other people that no book can ever tell you. The MnIAAA is probably, if not the best in the nation, one of the top in the nation. And I can say that having gone to some national conferences. And I put any of our presenters, any of our ADs up against anybody that I've ever listened to as a presenter. So that the MnIAAA is a strong foundation for any activities director. So you have that group of people you can call that will say, yeah, I've been there too. I get it, I understand it, you'll be okay, you did it right. And I don't know that there's any association anywhere that is as good as the MnIAAA at that. I always hesitate to start thanking people because there are so many people to thank. I'm going to start with the administration that I've worked with, Ed Nystrom, Dave Bocklin, Luther Heller, superintendents, Bruce Bergeson, Bill Sprung, Ken Swanson, Scott Hickey, Sean Huntley as principals. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to work with over the 30-some years I've been in Montevideo. Have to put towards the top of the list my administrative assistant for the last 18 years, Deb Hind. As I say in all of our parent meetings, if you've got questions, you can ask me. If you want answers, you probably want to ask Deb. The coaches that I've worked with over the years have been just fabulous to deal with. Again, the MnIAAA, obviously for everything that they do for all of us in the state of Minnesota. The ADs I've worked with in West Central Conference and in Region 3 and throughout the state and even somewhat in the nation, I've met so many great people. And most importantly, my family. My kids, Tyler and Kirsty, thank you for your support. Even though Dad wasn't always there, you never made me feel like I screwed it up by being gone. You were always there to support me and pat me on the back and pick me up when the day wasn't good. So I appreciate all that you've done. And most importantly, my best friend of 34 years. Mary, I just will say this, I could not and would not and will never be able to do it without you.